Thanks, everybody. One last, but when I give you one last, then everyone else is going to pick on me. You'll have to answer to that later.
On the weekend, you made some very strong comments about people spending more than $3,000 on managing their tax affairs. You said it was a loophole and a rort. Are you surprised that organisations like the CPA and the Institute of Public Accountants are making such partisan opposition to that during the election campaign? Usually they'd be a bit less in the thick of the political campaign.
So I think our CPAs are excellent. Love accountants. I noticed there was the usual propaganda from News Limited which said that we're against the professions. We're not. But really, in this country, can we afford to be giving away millions of dollars of tax subsidy to people for the cost of minimising their tax already? I mean, we're talking about the taxes which nurses and tradies pay to Canberra. I would rather use that taxpayer money for the best schools in the world, for the best TAFE, for the best aged care, for the best healthcare system. It's a matter of priorities. Am I surprised that a vested interest whose business model relies upon tax subsidies isn't happy if we're going to reform it? No. I get why they mightn't like it. But we've got to ask ourselves in this country, are we just a country who wants to maintain tax subsidies and loopholes for the big end of town? Or are we a country who wants to invest in our people? At the end of the day, we're not changing the ability of accountants to do work for their customers. We're just saying that perhaps once you're paying over $3,000 a year to an accountant, you shouldn't be able to deduct that off your tax. It is not. It is not how it's been characterised in News Limited, and I expect to see more of these dishonest scare campaigns about Labor. But at some point, this political process in this country has got to put ordinary people back at top of the pile. We've got to start saying, do you want your kids not to be able to get all the classes they need, be they kids who need special needs or be they kids who need extensions and advancements in their class? Do we want to be a country who can't afford to be alongside you when you're in the fight of your life on cancer? Do we want to be a country who does nothing on climate change? Do we want to be a country who just says, well, we'd rather give a tax subsidy to someone claiming $1 million and let them write that off their tax when they've already minimised their tax beyond that? It's all about choices and values. We want to run an economy which is fair and decent, not one which supports lower wages and cuts to real services. Thanks, everybody. No, I did say last one, sorry.